Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby, good to see you. Thanks for joining us for Wake Up Call. It's Monday morning, start of a brand new week. We are here and ready and raring to go. 3 shows for you today. We have got this preview, of course, Wake Up Call, where we're going to be previewing today's launch. It's the one you've all been waiting for. Boing, boing, boing. They're actually called 3D Christmas boxes. But I think Boingers sounds better. Don't you think? They should have called them the 3D Christmas Boingers. Boingers or boxes? Boxes or Boingers? We're calling them Boingers. So your opportunity to pick those up nice and early. We've got Showstopper and a tariff-free option for you. And of course, if you're in the UK or EU, if you don't want the Showstopper, you'll be able to get the goodies on their own. We've got the official launch of these, which are our weekly wonder at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then tonight, live at 5. It is Monday Makers, Vintage Roses on there. We've got the Western collection for you too, Embossing Folders and some Monday mega deals. So it is going to be a stacked day. We are very much looking forward to it. And if the weather is like it is here where it is with you, then you want to stay indoors anyway. It's a bit miserable outside, to be honest with you. It's windy. The rain's coming down, so it's a day to stay in and enjoy everything we've got to show you here on Crafters TV. And the lady who is with me, the other side of the studio, is the lady who was with me at the back end of last week. I'm delighted to say, here she is, the one and only Sheila Halliwell. How are you, Sheila?
Hello, everybody. I'm very well, thank you, Ben.
Are
nice
you
and refreshed?
Yes, nice and refreshed after a weekend. And I know you've been busy though, haven't you, this weekend, getting ready and busy getting ready for this show.
Yes, getting ready for this show, getting ready for the shows tomorrow. The show's on Wednesday, so no rest for the wicked, as they say. But it's all good fun. It's not, it's you know, it's crafting, so and it's what I love most. So it's all fine.
I know. Well, I'm going to ask this question, but I know the answer. Are you as excited as I am about the Boingers?
Yes, I am, because I've never seen anything like this before. You know, I've been in the craft industry for years, but I've never actually, you know, seen something like this as a product in product form. So it's quite revolutionary, actually, and the fact that it, you know, you can just play with them on the table. You know, they're a bit like those stress busters, aren't they?
Oh,
really?
yeah.
You know, you can just boing it around. Kids are going to love them. Great fun, you know, for Christmas tables, Christmas parties. And you can also, like, put them into boxes and cards and things as well and have that surprise element for your recipient. So I think they're really great all round.
It's going to be a fun day. I'll show you the boards and take you through the deal in just a second, and then we'll look at some finished samples and get into it, because I think you'll definitely want these. The only thing you might be thinking, oh, are they difficult to do? We can ask you that off the bat. Are these tricky to do, or can you do these as like a beginner level crafter?
No, you can do these as a beginner level. I think the key is with putting these together is to just take your time.
Yeah.
Don't, you know, I mean, obviously you're excited, you want to make it, but I will show you as best I can today.
Yeah.
Obviously, we need to get kind of inside to create the mechanism. So myself and George on the camera overhead, we'll do our best. We'll go a bit slower so you get the benefits and you can then see how you put them together. Worst case scenario, the elastic band will ping away, but we've got another 299 in the box, so we've got ample.
Hey, yeah, 300, so we're all good. Radical Rachel on the socials for this one. Tracy says, hi, hope everyone is okay from a wet Devon. We're all right, it's just wet and miserable up here as well. Trudy says, good morning, everyone. Sorry, George just went with Devon. That's why I went Trudy. Devon, whoop, whoop. Devon massive. Hi to Lynn. He says, hi, brilliant Ben, Giggly Sheila, and the amazing team, the wonderful social superstar and everyone. I hope everyone had a lovely weekend. Lois joins us from Ohio. Janet D is in Dallas. Laurie Barnett is in Gilbert, Arizona. Carol G joins us. Geraldine Sadiku. And Daisy Wrench says, hi, just popping in to say hi and wish everyone a good day. It is Monday meeting after meeting after meeting. Sounds like this place. We meet to talk about the next meeting, says Daisy. Yes. It does sound like this place, yes. Meeting about the meeting that's happening after the meeting about the meeting. Yeah, plenty of meetings. Trudy says, I love your shirt, Ben. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. That's not mine behind me. Who's left that there? Mine's tucked there. Who's left this here? Jake.
Ah.
I'll put it down there. And we will sort the tree light.
Do you want me to do that right now?
Do you want to do it now?
Do you want me to go and have a mess about with the socket?
I know where it is if you want me to do it in a second.
Well, can you tell me where it is and I'll do it?
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly where it is, but it'll be down the bottom near where the plug is.
I'm quite good with tree lights.
There's a little button you can just press to keep it. Anyway, hi to Christine Mahoney, who says, hello, good morning, everyone. Excited for this showstopper. Sheila, my mic's gone.
Okay, my mic or yours?
Mine's gone.
Oh, okay, so I'll come...
Oh, it's back. It's back.
Okay. Right, back to the tree.
Hi to Lynn, who says these will always be known as the Boingers to me. It's a much better name. Thank you, lovely Lynn. Alison says, good morning, Ben, Sheila and crew. Dull and wet in Kiddie today. And hi to... Oh, yes, Johnny was there yesterday. Did you see him? He waved as he drove past yours. Violet says, I've bought these. Yay for this presentation. Kirsty D says, good morning, everyone. I'm umming and ahhing about these. I'm not really wanting them for Christmas. I'm thinking more Halloween. Yes. Someone's already posted a pumpkin boinger in our I'm a Crafters Companion group. Cat boinger, why not? Bat boinger, why not? A cauldron, a boinging cauldron you do, why not? These are not just for Christmas. The mechanism is going to allow you to make boingers out of anything. Now, I'll tell you from the top, we haven't got huge amounts of showstoppers here, and already 5 have gone in the first 5 minutes. This is the deal if you're shopping in the US. It is your tariff-free option, £35.20, $43.20. I've got the boring boards. You're going to see all of the kind of inspiration with Sheila in just a second, but just so you know what you're getting, that is your template. That's your boinger. That's how you're going to make your boinger. You get all your elastic bands in there as well. Did we say you get 300?
Yeah.
300 elastic bands. Of course, those are going to be doing the boing. And then, of course, you get all the dies to be able to create a boinging snowman, a boinging reindeer, and then you've also got a boinging Father Christmas. You also get within this tariff-free showstopper your embossing board, or it's not your embossing board at all, it's your boxer board, which is going to allow you to create even more 3D projects, and you will get your selection of cardstock as well. How many sheets did you say it was, Johnny? So 11 sheets of the beautiful Star Dream cardstock, and it works out actually within the bundle, you are getting that for free. You get 3 sheets of the green, in case you're wondering how we did that, 2 of the rest. It is a weekly wonder. I'll tell you from the top, this is not going to last a week. So if you're up and you love them and you want them, get them now. And Sheila will show you a few samples here because these are absolutely incredible.
So we've got, let's bring in one at a time then. So we've got, first of all, the snowman. So you can see how amusing this is. I'm not sure who made this. Let's have a look. It was Marie.
Ah.
I always pick up Marie's projects for some reason. I don't know why. I just pick them up. But we've actually got, you know, look at Marie has put a base on here as well. So a nice grey board or mountain board base with the little snowballs as well. The idea behind it, though, let's do it. You don't get the sound effect. No, that's a special treat just for today.
Yes, you've got to make your own sound effects. Should we tell them? Sheila's brought me in. Like, I've got to tell you, this is not the only sound effect. She's brought in a sound machine, which I have here, which we were going to use for Friday Night Live because it's got and other things on it. But then we found out that it did actually have a boing as well. So we're going to use it through the show. You don't get it included.
No, you don't get the boinger, but you can buy a sound box if you so want it. Ready?
I'm going to time this a bit better. There you go.
But you can't, I mean, you can like boing them like that. You know, you can see.
Right, we'll stop that now, for now.
And then let's bring in, I'll grab this one because this is nearer. Let's bring in the Santa as well. So we've got the 3 of them.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry, press the wrong one.
Wrong button.
There you go, that's the demo done. Thank you very much. Good night.
Good night. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so that's what they are. But we were thinking, like you said, Ben, people, again, creative imagination going, OK, let's use them as pumpkins.
Yeah.
Let's use them for Halloween. Let's do a cauldron. Let's do a cat. Let's do a pig. And hopefully, as we get into the later show this afternoon, we might be able to try a frog. Because I thought a frog would be great, wouldn't it? It would bounce. And I think because of if we bring in the snowman again, so you'll see when you get your dies, you've got 3 sets of dies, obviously 1 for each character. But we'll show you all those in a minute when we unbox it. But these little bits here, I think would work underneath the frog as like frog feet.
Yeah.
So it's part of the scarf, and then we've got all sorts of little semicircles, circles and things like that we could use for eyes. But yeah, if you've got any ideas or you've got any thoughts, you know, that we could maybe try as we get towards like later on this afternoon in the 2 o'clock show, you know, nearer to 4 o'clock, we'll see if we've demonstrated everything. We could maybe see what other things we could try. But my other thought on this was as well was, and everybody knows this story, don't they? The very hungry caterpillar.
Oh yeah.
So if you did lots of like green ones
you could
together and make a big one,
really high one,
you know, that would work. You could put it in a box and then children take the lid off and or Jack in a box even. You could, I mean, you could even, if you know someone, we could turn this into a Viking, you know, or a gnome.
Yeah,
if you know someone that's got a beard, put a beard on him.
I was just thinking,
you know, there's all kinds of things.
There must be an easy way as well to make a rabbit out of this too. I would have thought just change the ears up and the colours.
I think so. Yeah, we've got some ears in there. We can, you know, we can all cut with a pair of scissors. We've all got crazy shaped dies from one set or another, so I'm sure you'd be able to adapt them. But yeah, what a novelty! And I don't know any other crafting company at the moment that's got anything like this. So I think we're ahead with this one.
I think we are. I think we're boinging ahead of the game here. It's I've never seen anything quite like this before. We're very, very busy though for this. On its own, if you want this, just without the Showstopper elements, shop the day for that. For the Showstopper itself, basically 12 gone in 12 minutes. So we're going to 1 a minute here. If that keeps going for the next couple of hours, these will be sold out before the actual launch itself. So if you love them, if you like them, if you want something very different in your craft room, then these are ones to definitely go for. I love these, says Mary Jo Bending. Can't wait to make some, and Halloween themed. A lot of people going down the Halloween line. It will really, really work. Love the sound effects, says Trudy Bickham. You don't get the sound effects, remember. You have to make your own. I'm making that clear. Trudy says, love your shirt, Ben. Thank you. Never new one. Hey up, Sally Cripps. She says, Ben, Sheila, I'm working from home today, so I could purchase these before they sold out. And our Rachel says, OMG, I want to see a boinging pig. Could do a pig, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Boinging pig?
Yeah, I mean, I think you could do it like members of your family, couldn't you?
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
you do like, you could do the baby maybe with one, or like the cat or the dog with one, and then you could do, you know, older sister with two, older brother with two, you could do 3 for mum, you could do 4 for dad.
Yeah.
So you end up with a whole different family of Boingers. Wouldn't it be funny if somebody's, well, it's not funny, but wouldn't it be funny if the surname was Boing or Mr. and Mrs. Boinger? Yeah. You'd have to do these for them, wouldn't you?
If there's anyone watching today called Mr. and Mrs. Boing, can you please let us know?
Spring, if your last name is Spring, Boing. Yeah.
Springer.
You know,
make a Springer Spaniel.
Yes.
Springer.
Yeah, I did think about like a piano accordion, but I don't know if that would work. It might be tricky, but yeah, your mind starts playing tricks, doesn't it? And go, oh, we could do this, we could do this. Be all kinds of things.
Alison says Zebedee from the Magic Roundabout.
Yes.
Why not? Felix says, didn't thought I need these. Oh well, with all these ideas, I've just put them in my cart. If you watch the shows today, I can guarantee you'll be getting these. Yes. And Lovely Lynn says, I've just put my order in for the Boinger Showstopper. Shall we have a look at what you actually get in the box with Sheila and do an out-of-the-box experience?
Yes. So when you get your box, it's like this, and it's all lovely and neat. Mine's a bit battered now because it's been up and down the motorway in the back of the car and stuff. But when you get it, you'll see you've got your 3 characters on the front. Yeah. That's just like a simple drawing. That's not how they make up, and you can see with what we've just shown you what you make, how you make them up. So we'll gradually show you that as well. So you're going to get your template, as Ben said. So you'll see with your template, you've got 4 straight sides, and then you've got 2 curved ones with like little notches cut out. Yeah. And this is where the elastic bands go. So basically, you're just going to draw around it on whatever colour card you're using for your character, and then the little slots here are where you draw your pencil line, because that's what you'll use to score. But we can show you more of that in a second. Then you'll get your dies. So you're going to get your 3 sets of dies, and obviously you know, it's kind of self-explanatory. If I turn that round, you can see that one is for Rudolph, because you've got the antlers there, you've got the big red nose, you've got the red bow. So you can see that's for Rudolph. And then we've got the snowman. So if I turn that the right way, you see you've got the snowman hat. You also get either like a little tag or a little bauble, or for Santa, you'll get his little like toy sack. Oh yeah. So if I turn that way, you'll see his hat's up at the top here, and then the sack down at the bottom. So again, and his moustache, but there's lots of other bits and bobs that you can use those for, and there's nothing stopping you mixing them around. And then finally, I was like, when I opened this box, I was like, what on earth? Have they got this wrong? So we don't need, you know, I never need this many elastic bands.
Cool, blimey.
Right, so you get, I've just put that round to keep it closed, but you get 300 elastic bands in here. And so you've got enough to make, you need 2 elastic bands per project.
Right.
So that's going to make, you're going to make 50 of each, aren't you?
So 2 is the optimum, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so would that make 50,
50 of each.
50 of each Boinger?
Yeah.
So can you imagine? I mean, if you're doing these to make and sell,
yeah.
you know, or at your school fair, things like that. But yeah, one of my cats, she has a fascination for plastic bags and elastic bands. So you can imagine her delight when I pull this out. So, because she likes to take these away, but the worry is she'll swallow it and then it'll be a massive vet spill. So yeah, that's why I've kind of kept that around there as well, so she can't get in the bag. But yes, you're going to get 300 of those. I've used a couple, obviously, because I've already made a couple of Boingers. So pop those under there for now while I show you. Yeah, that's everything that's in the box.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's what we've got. So, thought we go with the Santa, because obviously the Santa is, well, he's the main man, as the team said before we started. So what you need to do, if I grab a piece of card, I wasn't going to draw in the template, but I will just show you for those of you completely new. Okay, now I have got my red pencil, which I sharpened. So all you need to do, now the only unfortunate thing is you can't get 2 out of 1 sheet of A4. So if you've got, I think if you had, let's see if you had, just measuring this for a second, my own benefit. If you had 12 by 12 sheet, it's possible you might get them both out of a 12 by 12.
Yeah.
If you get, you know, you cheat as best you can, get that right to top, you might get another one here. If not, I mean, what I've been doing is I've just been slicing this off, because then I use that for stamping onto embossing whatever I'm doing. So a little trick, now I always do it starting at this end, that's probably because I'm right-handed. But to save on card again, if you put one of your straight lines right to the edge here, now it's up to you whether you tape it on or whether you hold it. I kind of got a little kind of what's the word? Like a system going. Yeah. So what I've done is I always start here at that end, and then I'll do my lines, and then I'll go around here. And then what I do as I'm going round, I make sure I position my fingers. Just so that it holds it in place. Because obviously it's a plastic template, so it is going to slip. But you put the weight of your hand on it, just stretch your fingers. Make sure your pencil goes right in these little bits here, because those are the bits we're going to cut. And then we'll do this one, we'll do this one, and you'll find your own way. There's no right and wrong. All we need to do is draw around this twice. Yeah. So we have 2 templates done. Okay. And then you cut it out, and then you can cut your little notches out of the side. Now I've already got a couple done, so I'll be able to show you how I've done it. If you do, you know, go a bit skew with or go offline, it doesn't matter, because you can either rub out your lines because the pencil. And what I found is that when I'm making this up, I bring the pencil lines so that they're on the inside, so you don't actually see them. So all you need to do now is cut right around there. So we'll pop that to one side, and I'll bring in the pieces I've done. Now, what you need to do if you're doing Santa, and I just didn't think this, I was just like happily prepping away there and doing Santas in red suits, and I remembered that if I bring one in, the bottom half of him is red, because that's obviously his body. Yeah. And then the top half is going to be like his hair and his beard. Yeah. So that really needs to be white. Okay. So just bear that in mind before you start putting them together, especially if you're doing like a person out your family. Remember that the top would be the head, so if you've got grey hair, red hair, blonde hair, whatever, you'd need to do that in the appropriate colour. Okay, so the next thing you need to do, and I'll just bring my scoreboard in. So I've scored that one and folded that one, so we're going to score and fold this one. So what you can do, just pop it on your scoreboard. Now, luckily, when I put it on this scoreboard, the first score is at about 1/2 inch, and I can see where I've put my line there. So that means I can just turn it round and do all the score lines, get my card right up to the edge there and do the scoring down there like that. And then same with this one. Now this one, obviously, we've got the round edge on here, so I need to just maybe line that up on one of the lines. You can do that easily, you know, it's not a tricky thing to do. And then we go back to the like 1/2 inch line there. And don't worry if you know, if you get it slightly off. It's not the end of the world. The trick is getting the boingy bit right. So I'll get that one there like that, and we'll pop that. So I've got the outer score lines. Now this is a bit trickier, getting the middle lines in, because obviously we can't see through the card. So what you can do, you can just take a rough guess as to where the line is. So if you do that, I mean, you're going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But then what you can do, which I thought helped me, was to fold your first one in, and then you've got a better chance of seeing where the next line goes, like that. Okay. So, and then what you can do is you can kind of do that all the way around. So it just makes it a little bit easier for you. If you've not, you know, if you've not got the best sight.
So that again would come back to then people who draw like a black line on their board.
Yes.
That would make it easier.
That would make it a bit easier, yeah. I've never done that on my board, just because I'm a bit particular. I don't like. I get that. I feel like I'm defacing it. You know what I mean? And I've always been
graffiti on your board.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that. I very often do. The other trick is I very often do put my tool in, say, at 5 inches here. And go, right, I know that's 5. Yeah. So I'll do that, and then I'll be able to line it up on 5 and know that when I bring this up then, I can line up that. But that I wouldn't probably do it on this one, just because it's a bit more tricky on this one. But this is what takes the time, and your own, you know, you get familiar with your own scoreboard, so you know where your lines are going to go. And there we go. So now let's bring these in. So now you can see all the pencil bits are going inside, so we're not going to see those. And if you were using glitter card or whatever, I'm just using our basic straightforward white card that we've got. And then what we need to do is turn these over like that, all the way around.
Well done, Sarah. Order the Showstopper. Kirsty D has given in and bought them. Sarah was saying if you had extra photos of a family member's face, you could put that on and then paper match close colours to what they were wearing. There's only 100 Showstoppers left now, by the way. If you're in the US, that is your best option to buy. These will be dispatched from a week today as well. So just to mention that. And ooh, says Daisy, the frog idea makes me want these for the first time. I wonder if that is doable. I think it is doable, and potentially we're going to look at that later, aren't we?
A frog?
Yeah.
I think we could do a frog, yeah. I mean, the other thing as well I thought of was...
A what?
Sorry, Johnny, what was that?
No, sorry, come back at 2, we were just saying.
Oh, right, yes, we'll come back at 2, yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice for people, even if we can't do them, people to email in, and then we could maybe say, oh, well, you could use that die for that, you could use that die for that, if that will help you get the most out of your products. Right, so you can see now, my other thought I had, which I might be able to do, if not, I'll perhaps do it when I've got a few more minutes' time, because this reminded me of like a burger box.
Oh, make a burger.
So I wondered about making a burger. If you did a burger, obviously you've got to remember there's got to be nothing beyond these bits, really, because otherwise it's going to get tangled in your elastic band. So I have cut some little pieces that look like lettuce, and I have cut some bits using the Santa hat that would look like Santa head actually, that would look like ketchup coming out. So that's a work in progress. Okay. Right, so I think, now didn't Sarah have one of these in her Christmas Dream collection as well?
Yes, the Nutcracker.
Yes. So Sarah did mention that the best way to put them together is with like your red tape. Now the first one I did, I used tacky glue, but I did leave it for a minute so each bit would bond. Right, so let's grab an elastic band now and show you, and this is the trickiest bit probably, and the fiddliest bit, but it's not the end of the world, because cleverly our design team showed us a good way of doing this.
Could you just, whilst I remember, Tammy's just saying, what is the size of the rubber bands? Can we just sort of measure those in case they run out?
Right, so how would you do a rubber band? Would we do it if we folded it up? Maybe if I fold it in half, it's about 4.5 inches. Right. That's without stretching it. Now, when Sarah did hers, let's give you a couple of examples. Let's see. Right, so if I bring this one in here, and I'll just do it to the front because then you can see when it stands up, it's quite tight. So at the top you can see it's quite tight. And I'm just going to have a peep inside and see if I could just, I don't think I can see inside. So what Sarah suggested was that you can tie your elastic band in a knot. Which is, and because we've no instructions on the box as such, if you take your elastic band, I know a lot of people don't like elastic bands, they don't like the feel of them, a bit like a balloon, but it's not going to pop. That if you do that, if you tie a knot in the middle, that's going to give you lots more tension. Yeah. And then we put it, if you're not doing that, you want it slacker, then the idea is, the original idea was that you just do it like a figure of 8. Yes. So these bits will go into these slots here. Right. So, but let's get it stuck together first, and then I'll show you how to do that, because you need to put part of it together first. So, what our team did was, they actually, so let me just get the backing off the red tape here, because this is our 12mm red tape. So this is going to fit along here really well, because of the depth of this is about 1 centimetre just over. Okay. So this tape will work fine. So let me just get my nail under there. Okay.
Thank you to Hilary as well. He says, I've put the line on my scoreboard on the centimetres side so I don't have to see it every day. That might be the answer.
Right, yeah.
Good idea,
definitely.
that. Good idea.
So what we need to remember is we've got 2 of the flats that have got the curved edges and 4 that haven't. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that they are like lined up. So this is the one, I've taken the tape off here, so let's go with that one. So I've only put my tape on one side because this is porous, obviously, this card. Yeah. So that's going to grab on there like that. So you've got that there, like that. So these are all, that's basically how it connects. And but sorry, Ben.
I was going to say, and you have to construct the whole thing. It's probably a silly question, but I'll ask me. Because normally when we do construction, we say if you can like put your papers on or decorate, best to do it before you like construct a box, for example. But this you will have to construct first before you decorate, won't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what we've got here, now I'm just remembering in my brain, I'm trying to cast my mind back to the, obviously the design team. I can't remember if it was Nicole or not. Someone did do a little, like photos of how she'd put it together. Yeah. And in my mind now, I'm thinking that she could, if she's watching, maybe she would email in and tell us that she actually did the 2 rounded sides together first. Right. Like that. Yes, she did, I think. Put the elastic bands inside, because that then, if I tip it up there, that then allows you to pull those back. And I think this is what I've done on the little video actually as well. Okay. I've put that together, that one there, but just pretend I've not done that. Because that then gives you room to get, if you put those together first, it gives you room to get your hands inside and do the elastic band. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because if you then, I did mine first like this, and I was really fighting to get it together because it's almost impossible. So do that. Ignore that I've put that together, because I can still get my hands in here. I've not got great big chunky hands, so that would work. So let's get those 2 sides together first, and then you can see that that was just a mistake I made in the overall panic of.
Oh, that was our Rachel that came up with that suggestion.
Rachel, yeah, there was some photos on our design team group where they're the first people to get all the products. See, so they, construct and they adapt and they see what is the easiest way. So yeah, so thank you for that, because that actually
that's why she's Radical Rachel.
Yes.
There's 95 Showstoppers left, by the way. That should ring alarm bells in your ear. You should.
Yes, don't let it go if there's something you really want. And again, this is something I think that you will find invaluable as you go through your crafting life, because you're going to use it for all things, all kinds of things. You know, we say when we do craft fairs and things that take all your stickers with you and your dies, because it's likely that someone will come along and want something personalising.
Exactly right.
You know, and this is great. You could have lots of bodies and things put together, and then say, well, you know, what colour of trousers does he wear?
Yeah.
What colour's his hair? Things like that. And you can actually do it like a bespoke thing. I'm just thinking now as well, looking at that, it's almost like a bit spaceshipy, isn't it?
It is. It reminds me a little bit of a Pokemon ball as well, the colours that you've used.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a DeLorean where the doors open
yeah.
upwards.
Yes.
Right, so let's try this one that we've put the knot inside first. So this is the fiddliest bit now. So what we need to do is we need to take the elastic and slot it into the little slots that you saw on the template. Now this is the fiddliest bit, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just going to lift up and what I'll do, I'll try and get it on, and then I'll show you inside if I can.
It's difficult to show and also do, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yes, right. So if I turn that round now and push that in, you might be able to see how I've got that in there. Okay, so that would give you an idea as to where that goes in that little notch. All right.
Oh, we're coming in for a bit of a close-up
here.
here.
Yeah, we're coming right in close there. And then if I turn it round... Brilliant, brilliant. Then if I turn it round now, we're going to get that same half of the elastic band and pop it into the other one on the opposite side.
Yeah.
So if I pop these back now, you'll be able to see how that is. Yeah?
Yes.
And then this bit now, we need to connect to the other side. Now, I think this is much easier than doing it than a figure of 8, because if you put that in there, you've then got to turn it over and try and twizzle it. And that's a tricky bit. But now, because we've got this knot, the knot's almost giving it a bit more stability.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, because Sarah was more talking about having the knot at the end, wasn't she? But now having that in the middle, like you say.
Yes, well, I've not tried it in the middle, and I'm just thinking, let's try it in the middle.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that into the gap on the other side. So bear with me a minute while we just do that. Because this is the bit where I think you would probably maybe panic a bit.
Yeah.
And you don't need to panic, because once that elastic band is in there, you can then, once it's within those little gaps, you can actually jiggle it a little bit.
And I think the more you do it, you'll find your own way, and you'll probably do them a lot quicker, won't you?
Definitely,
You know.
definitely. So if I pull that through a little bit more now, and then what I'll do, once I'm happy with where it's positioned, because that's going to be a little bit looser on that side, so I want it to make sure that the elastic, like the knot, is in the middle. So let's just pop that in that slot there. And it's always difficult to do. It's been on my mind, this. When I found I was doing it on Crafters TV, I was like, oh gosh, that's going to be a tough one. But I don't think it is. I think it'll be okay. So now what I'm going to do before I stick these down, I want to test that and see if that's in a good position. Because if I'm not happy with it, I might have to do some adjusting. And obviously it's not going to boing up properly at this minute because the bits are not glued. So can you see now how it's, if I tip it up, it's bent out here, but it's pulled in tighter there. So I think I need to try and let my knot go a little bit, or slide my knot up a bit further into the middle.
There's 79 showstoppers left. I know I said 95 a minute ago. 16 are gone. These are shipped from a week today, so not long to wait at all. These will be boinging their way to you. There's 79 showstoppers left though, and that's most important information for our US friends, because it's the only tariff-free option that you guys have got. So if you want them, grab them.
Right, so now I'm thinking, and I don't know if this, maybe someone can help me on this one as well from the design team, because I know they've made loads of them. If you see, can you see inside here now? Right, so inside now you can see, let me pull these back and then you can see there. So I want to make sure it's right, and I want to make sure we explain it properly so that you can create this. Do you think if we'd not put the knot in the middle and we've done it as a figure of 8, this loop would be the other way around, wouldn't it? So we'd have a loop at the bottom there, and then on this side we'd have the loop at the top.
Yeah.
Do you think that's right? Do you think that's what I need to do? I still need to do like a figure of 8. So let me try it. I want to try this, and I want you to see how this works as we do it, because I think that's a good thing, because obviously once we've done it, then today we move on to other shows. So we don't actually, we might not be showing it to you again. But I don't know if that would work. Would that work? It should do.
I think it should. Lynn's also saying, is it advised to attach the tape over the top of the elastic band to prevent that from popping off?
No, I don't think so.
You don't
because
have to.
I think that's why you have to put it in the slots, I think.
Right.
So I'm trying it now the other way. So I'm trying it the other way. So one loop goes over the slots on one side, and the other loop goes underneath, because I want to make sure that it sits right, and that when you do it, you don't end up going, oh, it's not right, throwing it across the room. You know, we've all done that with things. I do that every day with stuff. Okay, so to be honest, I don't know if that makes any difference at all, because we can't actually show you exactly until we've taped all these together like that. So let's tape these together.
Okay.
We have still done it in a figure of 8. So how we would have normally had we not put a knot in. So that's how I've done it. So we can put these together now, like that.
Yeah, so you can tape it if you want to, as we just said. You don't have to, but
oh really? Okay.
You can tape it in place to stop it potentially from coming off.
All right. Well, that's good.
But you don't have to.
If you were happy doing that, then I would go with that. You'll make this yourself, and you'll figure out. You'll go, that's a better way of doing it. This is my way of doing it. And I think as well sometimes, because this is quite fiddly and people have got dexterity issues as well, you might have to find another way of doing it. But I think that's worked now. Yeah, that's boinged up quite well.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
it did
perfect,
do it there. It did boing up, yeah. So, yeah, you can, I was wondering if you could make a game. So, you know, like you'd have a board with, like, say, 3 colours on, and you have to try and aim it, a bit like Tiddlywinks.
Can I just say, you read my mind. I was thinking, oh, maybe we could film something in between, like where we have a game, or alternatively, like get a ruler and see whose character boings the highest.
Yes. Now then, I want to tell you something else as well here.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have put a red and a white together, and I should have put 2 whites and 2 reds. So I'm wondering if I can, how can I correct my mistake now?
Oh yeah, because you needed red.
I've had it in my brain for all weekend, and I've got like bags and bags and bags of all these cutouts. So
Could be Santa's away strips on his
Santa's away strip.
He's playing at home his red. When he's playing when he's away, he's white and red.
I think we can fix it. I think we can fix it, because I can do. Let's have a look.
Yeah, more just sort of showing you construction of that.
I suppose so. That was showing you how you do that, how you do the mechanism. So, I mean, it would work. He could be stood in 3 foot of snow, you know.
Oh, I was going to say, if you had it that way up, can you not just like stick? That could just be so his hat's covered his face, if you know what I mean. So that's the top bit. So hat, beard, and then just do a double red at the bottom.
Yes, because what we've got here in the tub. Let's have a look. We've got his in my tray, should I say? Not in my tub. I've got my little trusty tray here. Because what you do need to do then, you need to give him a face.
Put that there. There you go. That would work still.
So his face would be like that.
Yeah. Put his hat over the top of that.
And then his hat would go. I've already stuck his hat together, so his hat would go on top like that.
Yeah, that'd work.
So that would still work, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that could be his beard.
Do you know what I've just thought of now as well? Now you're showing that. What you could make?
What?
It looks like a boinging Christmas snail.
It does.
A Christmas snail.
It does. As soon as you put that hat on anything, it becomes Christmassy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, what you would do then, you see, you would stick these on. I mean, we can still put it together like that. Yeah. And that would be his beard. But yeah, if you have, if we were going to do it as a frog, and we should do that this afternoon, the scarf bits here
Oh, his feet.
would be its feet. So they would stick out from underneath when you've cut them.
Brilliant.
Like that. So he would boing. And you could do it with just one bit because, you know, so the whole thing leaps.
That's brilliant.
Rather than doing it as 2 pieces.
Yeah.
But this is a fun thing. And what about, as well, now I'm just thinking, what about doing it as a Christmas pudding?
Yes, a Christmas pudding would be
So you
brilliant.
do it in brown.
Yeah.
And then, so if you imagine that was brown, your ice, this would be your icing or your brandy sauce.
Yeah.
A sprig of holly on top. Some, like, little, you know what you could use? If you bought the treat boxes, you could use the stencil from those
Yes.
to put to ink through. So you've got, like, currants and fruit and stuff in there.
Yeah.
So it's about, you know, bringing all the things together. I can't believe I've just done that wrong.
But
But
to show the construction a bit, I think that was a great
to
demo.
show the construction, yeah, that's absolutely fine. Because I think as well, doing it in the contrast in red and white made it easier for the viewer to look at than if
Yeah.
I'd done it 2 white ones or 2 reds.
That's why you did it, Sheila, remember? That's what you told
No,
me
I
before
didn't.
the show.
I'm being totally honest. I did mess it up.
Not what Sheila told me before. It's the way she wanted to do it. There's 70 of these left. I was just thinking as well, if you picked up, was it last year or the year before, the Halloween treat boxes that we did? So there's a cat, there's like a Frankenstein, and there was something else in there. Was it a bat? You get all of the different faces that you could use. So again, if you bring those in, you can easily make a boinging cat, make a boinging bat, and make it like a boinging pumpkin as well. There's loads of dies which are similar to these, which you could just bring in again.
Definitely, definitely. So what do you want us to carry on with this then and make it into the Santa, even though I messed up the head? So let's give him, right, so we've got 2 more of these then. So let's put these together and we can make him as the big Santa, how he's meant to be.
Yeah.
So let's just do a quick score on here, like that. I'm just going to use the thinner end of that so that we can, and again, we'll be able to put the elastic through, the elastic band through and show you how to do it. But yeah, you've got so many elastic bands, so worst case scenario, you snap half a dozen of them.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't matter.
And
You've got loads.
And worth reiterating again, make to sell, you know, as Sheila said, make these to sell. I mean, how much could you sell one of these for, especially if you personalise it as well?
Have you got on your counter, Ben, have you got some of the samples where some of the team
yeah,
have put them in boxes?
Yeah, I can show you.
So that then they will bong out. And one of our team has cleverly done it so it's like a card with the surprise inside.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to
So
see that
it'd be great to show those while I'm just
Whilst you're
scoring these.
So look, so you got that cute little card there. Oh, look at that, cute little card. Thank you, that's really nice. I'll just open that one up and then, oh, boing. Oh, hang on. Oh, there he is. There you got the snowman in there. He's obviously been in there a little while. Oh, there we go. Boing, 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 boing. Just have to get his old boing back. So inside a card, love that idea. And then obviously inside your, in your boxes as well, I'll show you. You can pop these in. So look, oh, that's lovely. I wonder what's in here. Maybe like a nice pair of socks or some pants or something. That's really. Oh, whoa! Oh, what the? What the? It's only a boinging reindeer in there. Look at that! Oh,
It's brilliant, isn't it?
I love the fact the reindeer's got like a beautiful shiny little ribbon on there too. And then, oh, that's nice. So we'll pop that one back in. And look at this box. Oh, look, it's got a candy cane on the front there, stuck on. That's great, isn't it? Let's just open this one up. I wonder what could be inside this box. Let's just have a quick look. Oh, it's Father Christmas in his home strip. There he is. They have done pretty well, yeah. To be fair, these have been to Philadelphia and back, so it shows you that they will still boing after a while as well. But yeah, I love that idea, Sheila. Like you say, in boxes, in the centre of a card as well. I think that is absolutely a brilliant idea. So yeah, grab them. We've got less than 70 of the Showstoppers left. US friends, you get everything, including 300 elastic bands in the box as well.
Yeah.
And of course, you're going to get 11 sheets of your cardstock and your boxer board included too. So a really, really fantastic set. Oh, we could make Mrs. Claus as well. Mrs. Dee's just said that. Yeah, it could have been. Yes, it could have been Mrs. Claus, that one.
We've got one actually right at the front of the little display here that's actually been done in lilac, which is really unusual. But again, you could make them into elves. You could make them into. Oh, you can make. I think you could do all sorts. I think the fact that you could do them bespoke to represent someone in the family. Or yeah, it could be a film from a film. It could be like from Vikings. It could be from like Gandalf, like you say, from one of the like Lord of the Rings and things like that. So there's lots of ways of using them.
I love your idea as well about like stacking them. So you could have, you know, like mum and dad who's the tallest, mum second tallest, and the kids who are like smallest. If you want to make like a family of these.
Yes, it's almost like the, but not quite. It's almost like the fun you get when you've got a set of the Russian dolls that go inside each other.
These are more fun than Russian dolls.
Yeah,
definitely.
But you could do that, couldn't you? You could do like a Russian doll as well, and I think there's all kinds of things you could do with them. Like we say, doing a burger. Making a Christmas pudding, doing a cauldron, doing a pumpkin. Yeah. You know, you could do maybe some vegetables as well. Put googly eyes on so they've got funny faces.
Googly boinging veg. There you go.
Yeah, there's loads and loads of different things you could do. So I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
And as you can see, they do take a while to do. And I could have had all this tape on, but for me, this is the joy of actually. You know, it's nice that we can do it, and you can watch as we do it, rather than just having everything already taped and ready to just, you know, stick on. It's great that we can show you how to do the mechanism. But I think you could do spaceships, even if you did them like that and just put a hole in and hung them from like mobile or a child's bedroom. Yeah. You know, you could do all kinds of things. Try them in like your metallic cards and stuff. Oh, there's so many ways of doing it. It's just.
I think, like you say, once you've got the kit itself, you've got the template, you've got the elastic bands, you've got the basis of making the boing. I think then the limit is really only your imagination. And what's exciting, I think, is that, you know, once people start getting these back home, people will start thinking of different ideas, and then pictures will be posted in the Armour Crafters Companion group, and then we can all share the ideas and start doing things that, you know, that even we won't think of in the show today, you know. Yeah, do you know, I'm just wondering, like, if you could do it like if you did the base like that as a bottom section, and then this on top could be a flower. So that would actually be like your flower. You could alter your template, so you just draw around these, don't do the score lines, and then do maybe 2 of those, put them on top, so that then when you open that, you've got, it would be a flower like that, almost like a lily pad type thing. I was just thinking the other way up as well. I don't know how you do it. You might have to do something slightly different. You can make a boinging spider.
Of course you could,
Couldn't you? With the legs hanging off.
Yeah, do you remember, was it Itsy and Bitsy? Do you remember that were like glove spiders?
Oh, yes, Itsy and Bitsy.
Like that. Yeah, it's like Itsy and Bitsy. But again, looking at that, that's a bit spaceship-like, isn't it? And that would be the basic. You know what I mean? Back to the 50s style spaceship.
Like a B movie.
Yeah. Brilliant. Lynn, it is fun.
My grandkids are going to love these. She says, I also thought of a Christmas pud. And Laurie says, it is easy to do, just first time around. Will seem a little bit fiddly until you get a feel for it. That's what I mean. I really think that once you've done it once, twice, 3 times, it's only going to get easier. Doreen's bought her Showstopper. Well done. And Felix says, I love Sheila's way of explaining and trying out things. I love watching her craft. But that's what we're here for, isn't it? To try things for you guys, you see?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important that we, you know, we've said it before, that when we've got when we do the TV shows, and much as we love the TV shows, and it's great because everybody joins in and we watch it and stuff, but we don't have as much time as we do here on Crafters TV. So even if it takes, 20 minutes to do it, we know that we can do that. And our, obviously our team in the gallery are very good at letting us do that, and which is great for us as demonstrators, because sometimes it can be frustrating if you've only got 3 or 4 minutes and you get in a panic, you know, whereas doing it here, you don't. And if we know we've got another show, we can always come back to it later on and continue with it. But yeah, I mean, look, I think once you start putting these together and stuff, you'll end up thinking of other things. You'll be going like, oh, I wonder if I could make that like into something. If we stand it up like that, what could that be? Could it be, and it could just be like toys that you build them up and then you throw them away once they've put them in recycling. Take the elastic band out, you can use the elastic band again. So it's a really good, I think, like project for kind of working with the environment and not having to waste much, to be honest. You can recycle it when it's done. So yeah, I think it's a really, really good idea. Right, so let's pull that a little bit tighter there. So I've knotted this elastic band, and I'm just going to pop that around there like that, and then press that down, and then obviously we can we can join these together now.
Yeah.
Once you, let's press that down like that, and then that gives it a bit of a stretch, like that. And then we start to connect these now. And then what hopefully we'll be able to just get is a bit of his face on, and if not, we can finish it after.
Love Lynn's comment says, yeah, these can be used at Christmas, obviously, Halloween, yeah. Spiders, you could do witches, cats, bats. There's a song in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Easter Bunny, yeah, again, there'd be ways to do the Easter Bunny.
Oh, yes.
It really is endless, you say. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're great.
The stock isn't endless though, Johnny. I love that segue. I'm going to use that. Less than 70 of these. So listen, if you want to grab yours, you're going to have to be super quick, because remember, this is only the preview show. The official launch of the Weekly Wonder. Makes me laugh that we've called this a Weekly Wonder and we've got 70 of the Showstoppers left.
Yeah.
Ain't going to last. Yeah, daily deal, probably more like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Daily deal. Grab yours whilst you can. Also worth bearing in mind, because I know a lot of you are friends with each other via the medium of Crafters TV. If you've got someone who you know who's not watching, who you know wants these, it might just be worth sending them a little message, or maybe picking up their set and then they can pay you back, because we're not going to have much stock come 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then everybody will be up then. These are on a pre-order as well for you, dispatching a week today. They will be boinging their way to you.
Oh, I've not taken that off there. I thought I'd taken that backing off. It had gone back on. That's the thing when you've got red liner tape on red cardstock. You think you've taken the backing off, and then you go, oh no, I haven't. I mean, once you start putting it together like that, I just think this is such a great little contraption, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really, really clever, and it makes you, my mind is ticking over like something crazy, thinking, what else could we do with these? You know, I mean, look at it, it's just, it's so clever, but yet it's so simple.
Yeah.
Why have we never thought of it before? You know, it's amazing. So now you see, we can start, all you do then is you glue these together.
Yeah.
And then we can start to, so let's use this as Santa's head in his hair. I know we've gone, it needs to be that way, doesn't it? Because this would then be his beard.
Yes.
So let's do it like that. So I'm going to pop this on with tacky glue. Now we have included here, which I think is rather comical as well, a pair of glasses.
Oh, yeah.
So you know that's always great if you're wanting to do it for a family member and there's somebody that wears glasses, or you know, then that's a really great thing. And then we've also got these little bits that go at the side here. So these kind of complete his face. Let me bring in the one from earlier so you can see. So if I bring this in here, you can see this is like the side of his face here.
I do feel like googly eyes would finish these off even better as well.
Googly eyes would be great. I've got a big tub full in my bag. So we might have to do some googly eyes. Now that will go at the bottom there, because then when we get his hat up here, it kind of sits over that.
Yeah.
Now all my fiddly little bits I've done in the little sticker maker. Now you only get one of these, by the way, as well. One of these pieces. We've not, obviously, when we make dies and when dies are planned out and manufactured, we try and get as much on a sheet that we can, like metal wise. So we put dies within dies. That's how it works when you're making dies. So sometimes you just have to have one side. So like with the Santa, and I'll show you so you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're bringing the dies. We have this die here, and this is the one we've just used. So one will cut out the right way, and the other will cut. You'll have to cut it like the opposite way. You don't cut it the opposite way around, the same way around, but from the other side of your card. So you've still got your two bits there, but that one is the one that has the edge that goes that way, because that was the original one. But you can put this one onto like a sponge mat and just take like your ball tool or your embossing tool and just press around the edge, and that sometimes softens that. Or the other thing is just get some ink around it, then you don't notice. And the same applies with his mittens as well. There's only one hand, but it's not a major thing, that. But just wanted you to make you aware of that. So what we've got now, we have his moustache here. I've already stuck his little mouth on, but if you want to, some of our team have put his mouth here, which will be in his beard, and some of them have put it on there, just like that. So on the moustache.
Up to you, isn't it?
Entirely up to you.
Yeah.
But the other thing as well, I'm thinking, if you turn it the other way and you've not got the smile on, that would work as somebody's hair, wouldn't it? Because it's like you've got middle part in here.
Oh, yeah.
And then like flicks at the side. So again, if you wanted to make someone in the family and put some hair on them, then you could do that as well. So there we've got the little moustache. Now I've used my little sticker maker here. This is just like crying out for a burger, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Burger and a frog. Is that what potentially we might do later on
Burger
then?
and a frog. We can try that, yeah. Yes, let's do that. So I've used my sticker maker for this because then I've already got the sticky on the back like that. So we've got his, now then, this is the bit for on his body. So we've got the little panel here that goes down the front here, and that goes under his under his beard.
Ruffles.
If you like. Now you can, with his belt, you've got his belt here, and you can actually do his belt all the way around. So you can cut enough belts to go right the way around here, around all sides. I've just done one for the moment because that's just quicker for us to show you. And then we've got his little buckle here, which is really funky. And you could do that in gold if you wanted to. You could do his glasses in gold. So there you've got that. And then you've got the little scalloped edge here. And this will go like under here. So that's like kind of, I think that's like the end of his jacket. And then we've got his nose. So I'm putting these on flat, but you could use foam pads.
Yeah.
So we've got his little nose there. And then we've got his eyes. So let's just do his eyes. Now what I'm going to do is put his glasses on first. I know he doesn't always have glasses, and it's up to you whether you put your glasses up here or you put them on his nose. It's entirely up to you. So let's do the eye there. We might just get him done. I just love the fact, I just love him having the head there. I think it's really cool. Imagine doing this if you've got a great granddad or an old granddad who's got a, you know, grey moustache and a grey beard that he's had since, you know, the war days. Imagine just making a granddad, you know, if he's a really old granddad or a great granddad, doing him a little moustache and then put his glasses on, make him a pair of little slippers. So
I love that, yeah, a little pair of slippers.
So we're going to pop this on here now, like this. And you can peg that in place. I'll put something on top that would hold that.
Yeah.
Because we don't want that to boing up at the minute because we're still trying to dry it. But then if I pop his...
Oh, he's one way round.
Oh, have I? Let me turn him round. Oh,
there
yeah.
You go.
Oh, my goodness. I wasn't meant to be doing this today, was I?
Ah, it's fine. It's Monday. But like you say...
Monday mess up day.
Monday mess up. That's a new show.
Yeah. Monday mess ups. Let's do that.
There you go. Brilliant.
That'll be my mum shouting at the telly again, going, Sheila, you've put it upside down now. You stayed on the mat, but you've put it upside down. Got his hat on. I'll just stick that there.
Yay.
And then we've got his arms as well, but I can put those on in the break, and then we can bring him back in after.
That is brilliant.
I think it'll boing. Gently, it will. I don't want it to the glue to you know, expand, but we got there in the end, kind of.
That is brilliant. We've got a minute left, so very quickly show you all the dies that you're going to get in the box. So the dies to be able to create your Santa, the dies to be able to create your reindeer, the dies to be able to create your snowman, and then of course that template as well, basically allowing you then to be able to create whatever you want to boing. If you want the Showstopper, how many left, Johnny, now? 66 Showstoppers left. That is it. You get everything that you need, including 300 elastic bands. You're getting 11 sheets of cardstock in there as well. That Star Dream cardstock, 285 GSM, and you'll get your boxer board in there too. Cardstock comes free within that tariff-free bundle. So for US friends, 66 chances left to buy on a pre-order today, and that will be coming your way from a week today, the 11th of August. Thank you everyone who's messaged in. Alcia says maybe you could make 3 of those for a really big snowman. I love that. And Ruth says the moustache looks like the nose on a puppy or rabbit. Your imaginations will run wild with this, honestly, so do not miss out. Massive thank you to Sheila. We will be back for the official launch of the Weekly Wonder in an hour's time. In the meantime, make sure you get yours. Do not miss out because I have a feeling that this is going to be boinging out of the door. We'll meet you back here in an hour's time. Until then, bye for now.